Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at some brand new minis. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. Alright, so we got a double feature today. First off, we're going to get started with Marneus Calgar, the new Ultramarines prepared to defend Ultramar. Marneus Calgar is a legendary hero who takes every opportunity to strike at the enemies of the Imperium with righteous fury. He's so eager to defend Ultramar, some of you may have recently seen him stepping into the breach. Well, he's not stepping into the battle alone, and he's brought some awe-inspiring friends with him. Clad in the armor of Antilocus, his iconic suit of Terminator armor, and wielding the gauntlets of Ultramar, Marneus Calgar is forced to reckon with. Clad in the armor of Antilocus, his iconic suit of Terminator armor, wielding the gauntlet of Ultramar, Marneus Calgar is a force to be reckoned with. This brand new miniature recalls the classic Calgar many of you remember from years past, striding forward in a modernized design decorated with personal heraldry and honor markings. Alright, so we have a brand new Marneus Calgar miniature, and this time he is in Terminator armor. Absolutely awesome. We got a cool little tactical rock, and then we have a super fancy set of Terminator armor. We can see all of the iconic stuff here. We've got multiple U's for the Ultramarines. We got a really nice pose, basically fist forward, just unloading with his bolters. We got a nice new sculpted head, sword on his side, cape flowing in the wind. Very, very cool. And then here we can see once again that same front picture, and then here we have a back shot. We can see his awesome eagle pauldron. We have like the bolter ammunition strapped to the back, kind of peeking out from behind the cape. Again, beautiful sculpted detail on both of the fists. Very, very cool model right here. Definitely super excited for this. Calgar is one of my favorites. And seeing him ride in on the Thunderhawk in the Space Marine 2 video game definitely got me super stoked to be painting another Calgar. Almost as famous as Calgar is Cato Siciarius, an accomplished champion of the Ultramarines and newly appointed captain of the Victrix Honour Guard. Vintage remains in style as Cato's new miniature evokes the statuesque pose of the previous miniature, holding his ornate helmet in one hand while raising the Talisarian Tempest blade to the sky with the other. Alright, so beautiful, a brand new Cato Siciarius model as well. Currently has rules in the Space Marine Codex, and they're actually pretty good, but the model is a little bit on the dated side, so here he's been brought up to Primaire scale. He has a super cool tactical rock. He's got all of the awesome accoutrements of the Ultramarines. He's got a beautiful Romanesque style helmet that's got the Honor Guard eagle for the face mask. Awesome back banner. Great pose, the classic one from before. And again, we can see like the flowing like cloth. Very, very cool model. Definitely beautiful sculpt. Super excited for these. Wearing suitably embellished Mark 10 Tacticus armor, Cato also sports an all-important back banner featuring the heraldry of his chapter. He's got two choices of heads, one surveying the battlefield in typical stoic manner, the other mid-battle cry. So here we can see one with the mouth closed and then one just kind of yelling out. It wouldn't be proper to reveal the Lord of Macrog without showing off his elite bodyguard, would it? Luckily, we've got just the thing. Alright, and then here we have some Honor Guard. Composed of First Company veterans, the Victrix Honour Guard are peerless warriors who serve the bodyguard for the chapter's highest ranking officers. You know they're deadly if they're guarding the likes of Calgar. So here we can see three different poses. One is like the more traditional Victrix Honour Guard previously available from forgeworld. And then here we've got one that's more in the like suitable look of the company champion with the double blades. And then the more traditional helmet, again with like the awesome plume. And then we've got one holding a massive banner, beautifully decorated. All kinds of like beautiful, awesome sculpted detail of the Ultramarines. Very, very cool. And then here we can see like more traditional poses. So again, like the eagle face mask helmets, the beautiful capes flowing. Three different poses available, including like a little tactical rock action. Here we see all three of them armed with axes and bolters. This new unit contains 3 Honor Guard with the bodyguard of interchangeable options, including greaves, helmets, and left arm options wielding master-crafted bolt carbines. One miniature can be built as the chapter champion, and another is a chapter ancient carrying the banner of Macrog. We reckon this might hold the record for being the biggest flag in all of Warhammer. Seriously, check out the absolutely absurd piece of ornate decorated fabric. This is peak Ultramarines as far as we're concerned. And I got to agree, this is definitely peak Ultramarines. Alright, so here we see the beautiful banner close up. We see some awesome engraved Ultra shoulder pads. Really, really cool. They have just absolutely crushed it with these. As far as this means for the Space Marines of the Ultramarines chapter, we'll have more news later this year. Stay tuned to Warhammer community for all the latest news. So mad props on Games Workshop, 2 awesome new sculpts, and then of course the Honor Guard as well. So hopefully we get a datasheet for Calgar in Terminator armor as an option, and then hopefully a new updated one for Cato Siciarius as well, and then the Honor Guard. Absolutely love it, but that is not all.
Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products including miniatures, terrain, paint tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you.
Warhammer Day brings a new commemorative Chaos Champion and Space Marine Captain. The acrid smoke of the Dark Durden industry clouds the skies, while Skaven swarm from the holes in reality. Chaos is truly in the ascended across the mortal realms. Thankfully, the wheel continues to turn in the real world, which means Warhammer Day is just around the corner in late October. The Ruinous Powers have asked to claim on this year's celebration. And Urkon, the Dark Warden, a grim, foreboding, exalted hero of Chaos, is the chosen commemorative series miniature. Alright, so jumping over to Age of Sigmar real quick, we've got a new Chaos Champion. Really nice sculpt right here. I like the one arm kind of tucked away, holding the blade, and then the big sword propped up on the rock. Nice flowing cape, and then of course the typical like fur around the neck. This imposing figure cuts the classic Chaos silhouette with a windswept cloak and an imperious pose. He's got a choice of helmet with classic horns topped with an 8-pointed star or a gnarly scarred visage. No matter which you choose, he is sure to strike fear in the hearts of his foes. Oh yeah, definitely a big fan of this head right here with the Chaos star kind of like tattooed or burned onto his face. And then of course we see the shield on his back. Very cool. This miniature will be arriving in time for Warhammer Day and will be available while stocks last. It's not the only miniature you'll be able to buy then, however. A brand new Space Marine Captain with Jump Pack, Relic Shield, and Thunderhammer is hurling into stores on the same day. Alright, and here we have the final option for the Space Marine Captain with Jump Pack. So the actual kit does not include the Thunderhammer or Storm Shield. Now we've got a whole separate model which does. Awesome pose, tactical rock, kind of leaping forward, definitely showing off that he has a jump pack, and then also the action pose of movement, hammer forward, shield to the side, and then the iron halo on the jump pack. Very, very cool. The captain comes with a choice of heads and an alternative chainsword build. If Thunderhammers aren't your thing, note that this miniature is not limited to Warhammer Day. He will join the standard Space Marine range. Like Urkon, he's available for pre-order before Warhammer Day, but he will arrive in stores on the day itself. Alright, and here we can see the alternative build with the chainsword and then helmet. We see a side version of the shield. Very cool. And then of course like the action pose. Definitely a big fan of this. And very cool for people out there that just want a standard out of the box miniature, not to do a conversion of their own. We'll have more information on Warhammer Day soon, so stay tuned right here on Warhammer Community to find out how the celebrations are going down in October, which is when you'll be able to get both of these new miniatures. So, alright, awesome. So both of these coming in October. We're not sure when Cato Siciarius and Calgar and the Victrix Honour Guard are coming, but hopefully not too far after. Lots of beautiful Space Marines, a cool new Chaos model as well for Sigmar. Definitely super excited. So let me know which of these you like the best and which ones you'll be picking up. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I will definitely be picking these up for my Ultramarines. And I'm out of here.